It's definitely a self-selecting bunch. The kind of people that are willing to take this on in the first instance are a small minority of the population at large.
A good collection of people from like North America, Canada, US, Europe, Germany, Netherlands, the UK, some people from New Zealand, I think some folks from Australia as well, so it's a good mix. So they seem to mesh together well.
I'm generally not as much of a camper, and so part of what appealed to me about this was the whole expedition nature of it. It's that they're going places that you wouldn't ordinarily go. This is not just going from lodge to lodge, hotel to hotel, and that appeals to me. It's a little outside of my comfort zone, and so I wanted to try it and see, whether I could do it and what it might be like. But I have not done a lot of it.
One thing we find out, I think, on this trip is simple life is it's really nice. I mean, when we don't have internet, or all we do is have this small tent and a duffel bag, and we live in it for 2 months, it's like, wow, you kind of realize what you need.
And it has been a sort of highlight, a memorable part of the tour always. Just camping at the schools and all the bush camps. I think as an idea, people are like a bush camper, you're sleeping outside. But after like 2-3 bush camps, everyone is in the rhythm. A lady comes over and sells drinks for everyone. You just get so used to it and people get to spend time in a town or in a hotel. People sort of disappear, but then the group all stay together and hang out after dinner. So it's one of the best parts of the tour.
One of the most wonderful things I've done for years was camping at the school, where we're doing wild camping in a school playground, and one of the ladies, Debs, the geography teacher, she got all the kids together. There were about 100 kids, and she got 5 or 6 of us, and we just went with the kids, and we got them doing the hokey cokey, and it was just wonderful. The joy and the laughter on the kids' faces was just such a fantastic thing to see, and it just transferred to us. It made what wild camping, which is not too comfortable, it just made it one of the best nights of the holiday. Just absolutely brilliant when you mix it with the kids.
Yeah, it's a little like when you're in a I don't want to say Americanized, but or a European or first world modern country, you kind of can just show up and typically find your way around, whereas here there's a lack of familiarity. So had I been more familiar with Africa, I might consider doing some of it on my own, at least some countries, but here I'm out of my element, and so it's super nice.
Because every bit of the tour offers something different. So Namibia, the desert, I think it's one of the most beautiful landscapes I've ever been to. Botswana, the animals. Here again, the scenery and the people are just wonderful. But I can't say it's my favourite, not because it's not up there, but because I can't just take one over another. There's so many beautiful places we've been to. It's another thing that happens when you go in and you talk to the shopkeepers. I've had a couple of them that have really thank you for coming. Thank you for coming to Malawi. Don't forget us when you go home. Have a free, so these are the fourth poorest nation in the world. Have a free Coke, have a free something. Because they're just so, just so pleased that you're there. And I found that actually with a few of the countries, they thank you for coming to Africa and their country. And again, because at home, we're not sure about Africa. We don't really know it. We sometimes think of it negatively, and it's just such a fantastic place to come to.